Madden Rebuild Warriors. My name is David. I'm bringing you the New England Patriots Rebuild. You can't see me right now. I don't have my camera with me, but I do have my hood up because in honor of the hoodie, I know he's not here anymore. We have a new head coach, as you can see in the top right-hand corner. His name is Jack Asher. Um, but we still are playing with a team he has put together. It's kind of mid when you look at the overalls of most of the players and everything, but we're doing what we can to rebuild it, and I'm going to show you the moves that we've made so far. We are at the beginning of week 7 of an 8-team rebuild. We rebuild 8 teams at once. It's all like they're a separate rebuild, but the entire league gets slow simmed. If you've never been here before, every game gets slow simmed. It gets uploaded. We have podcasts to let you know on the trades, the stats, the injuries, all that stuff. Try to keep you as informed as possible. And that's what this league is. I don't think there's anything like it in Madden, in my opinion. So it's pretty unique. Let's get into meeting the coach. Like I said, his name is Jack Asher. All these head coaches are fictitious names. I made them up. I don't want to use the real coaches because I'm gonna be doing what I want to do. How you and I want to rebuild these teams. So if you've ever, when we were kids, we used to do this thing where give yourself your porno name, right? And it was like the name of your dog and the street you live on. And mine back in the day was Butch Waverly. I thought that was a great name. So one of the coaches is actually Butch Waverly. But it's kind of like how I came up with some of these names. So Jack Asher. Jack is our one dog, and Asher is our others. Combined them, Jack Asher. And this guy, this creative coach, kind of looks like one of my friends from work. Oddly enough. The scheme really doesn't matter, but they have a West Coast power run scheme. That's what their blocking fits the most. And their defense is just a 3-4 under right now. That's what fits the best. Scheme, in my opinion, doesn't really matter once you get that one coaching tree. They were running the balanced playbook. Yeah, when you do slow sim, you can use some of these other playbooks or even a custom. But they were running balanced on offense and weren't doing great. We started 0-3, as you'll see. So after 3 games, we made 2 playbook changes. At the time, the best offense in the league was Jacksonville. It's falling off a little bit here. But right now, we have Jacksonville, and the best defensive playbook at the time was Green Bay. And ever since we made that change for the Patriots to the Green Bay Packers 3-4 playbook, I mean, they've been balling. The first game they had it, like 6 interceptions of Aaron Rodgers. Then they played Seattle, I believe, and didn't give up an offensive touchdown. And they just won the 3rd straight by not giving up that many points either. So let's look at the team. Our best player is Jabril Peppers. He needs to be re-signed. We just traded for Tyreek Woolen, who we'll get into. Drake Maye, we had the 3rd overall pick in the draft, and we took Drake Maye. Stayed right where we were. Stevenson's been hurt for a bunch of games. So, I haven't had him. They signed Darnell Mooney. Parker and Schuster don't even really start. I'm trying to build up Mooney, who's having a really nice season. He's like top 5 wide receiver. So people laughed at that signing, and he's doing very well. Demario Douglas, he's not having that great of a season. He's a little undersized. He plays in the slot a lot, and trying to get Tyquan Thornton going, but he's just not good. Everyone wants like 6'2", 96 speed. He's just not great enough. So this team needs another wide receiver and potentially someone with some size. So we're looking for that either in another trade or in the draft free agency next year. They brought back Henry on a 1-year deal, but we drafted Jaheim Bell and Eric Ali, whatever how you want to say it. These two guys, especially Bell, I hope to build up a little bit and definitely take over next year. They have Trent Brown, Cole Strange. I believe he is it. Yeah, I believe he has a option we have to pick up. David Andrews, I think, has to be resigned. We'll see if we do that. City So's somewhat of a younger player. We can hopefully build him up a little bit. Um, Mike Onwenu is here, but he's super slow. Like they're just made to power run. So the offensive line doesn't totally fit into the scheme. We'll have to move. I think we'll end up moving Josh Simmons around at some point to where I don't know, but let him build up a little bit, and then we'll place him somewhere. Christian Barmore needs to be re-signed. He's a star dev. Keon White just got star dev, so good for us. Another trade we made was to get Fletcher Cox. Mac Jones, he got traded, and we traded him, but not to the Jaguars. We traded Mac Jones to the Broncos, who haven't won a game, and we needed to beef up the middle here a little bit. Hurst is older as well, but not as good. Fletcher Cox was actually having a decent year for the Broncos, so we just kind of did an even swap there. We're really leaning on the defense right now because that's what is getting us going. Matthew Judon needs to resign, but he's older. We won't bring him back. It's Josh Uche time, and I actually planned on putting Judon on the block if it looked like we were out of it when we started 0-3, but now we made a nice little run here. The middle linebacker spot in the second round, they took Jeremiah Trotter with their second round pick. Not really a need, but building him up because going to get, it was best player available in my opinion. He's hidden dev. And we just took best available there because at the time I didn't really think we had a big need for anybody to replace Jelani Tavai, or however you say his name. He needs to be re-signed. But here's the big trade we just made before our Week 6 game. We were one of the teams, the Patriots were one of the teams desperately trying to get Kenneth Walker, and they wouldn't give him up. And we just gave a first straight up for Tyreek Woolen, and they took it. They got problems there. So we have, like I said, we're all in defense. We got rid of J.C. Jackson and I forget their other corner's name. We have so many corners here. It's ridiculous. So we might even give up more. A third round pick, I believe Kalen Bullock was. He's a star dev. Picked him up. We signed Terrell Burgess. Depth. Real Peppers is our man. He's the man, and so is Mapu. He plays in the box now. That was another thing. When we switched playbooks, we also had before Peppers in the box as a sub linebacker, and Mapu is playing safety. And ever since we switched them, it's been a really good thing for us. Draft pick wise, we still have our second. We have 2/3, a 4th, 2/5, and 2/6, and a 7th. This, somehow still keeping pace with what Hoodie has believed in stockpiling later round picks and stuff. So I'm going to try to use these to move up, I guess, hopefully. So there you go. That's the look at the roster, who we drafted, who we signed. No big real signings except for like Mooney and bringing back uh, the tight end, and then everything else was draft day. Mac Jones first round, Jeremiah Trotter Jr. second round, so Bullock third round. So there you go. Yeah, let's see if we can get a resigning here for you. We want to keep these two players, and we have some capital here. So I'm gonna bump this up a little bit, see if he takes the offer. All right, we got Peppers back. Keep Christian Barmore. Bump him up a little bit. 96 million remaining cap. 95 point. All right, welcome back, Christian. Yeah, I don't know what we're gonna do about Ramondre Stevenson. I want to see how he plays before I give him a deal. Definitely not looking to bring back Hunter Henry. Probably definitely want to bring back Tavai, or however you say his name. Marco Wilson, for sure. Yeah, that's pretty much it of who I think I need to bring back. Possibly David Andrews. Some of these guys I want to keep towards the end and see what we want to do with them. I don't know, but I have a kind of a rule that I haven't established out there in the ether. But if any one of our teams lose 3 in a row, there's going to be scheme changes. So let's look at the stats. Actually, let's look at the standings. What's going on? The Dolphins in our division are absolutely unstoppable right now. They are cooking. And in the AFC, because that's really what matters, we're a 500 team, but we're behind our other franchise-focused team, the Titans. Chargers, another franchise-focused team. And the Bengals, another franchise-focused team. So we are not in the playoffs yet. But we'd have to get there as a wild card, most likely. Where are we? AFC East. Let's see. The Jets are awful. Aaron Rodgers is throwing interceptions like, he's giving candy out to neighbor. I don't know what the hell that means. Anyway, Bills are, kind of the Bills. And our defense might be the best defense right now in the last 3 games, which is awesome. All right, while I wait for this menu to load, I'm going to take a sip of coffee. Yes, sir. That is some fine gourmet shit if I don't say myself. Our schedule. Looking at our schedule. Team schedule. I mean, we put up some offense, but we lost to Miami. I mean, that's tough. Then you gotta go to Bills. We lost there. Then we lost a heartbreaker to the Rams. I believe they kicked the last-second field goal in that game. Killed the Jets. Offense wasn't great, but the defense, like I said, was unbelievable. And defense took over here. Only gave up the only touchdown they gave up, I believe, was a kick return. And then here, dominate the Jets again and didn't give up a touchdown. So in 3 games, they gave up 1 touchdown. I mean, they're pretty good. And now we have the Colts, I believe, coming off their first loss. Yeah, because they started 4-0 and they lost game. If you haven't seen it already, you want to check out that Colts game that they lost and find out why. It's a storyline. Stats and awards. I don't know if we ever had anyone. Or Martin. Yeah, Peppers had 3 sacks. Yeah, week 3. That was a good game for him. So that was it as far as sacks Uh, Players of the Weeks go. Drake Maye. He was like at 8-8 on interceptions to touchdown ratio, but he's gotten a little bit better. Let's see what Ramondre does to our running game. Zeke Elliott wasn't doing great at 3.9. Do better than that. As I said, Darnell Mooney's having a really nice season, averaging 88 yards a game and about a touchdown a game. A little less because we're in week 7. Hunter Henry, but really no one else has done anything. Tyquan Thornton dropped so many balls. Jarrell Peppers is one of our best tacklers. It's Kaiser White. Bullock, the safety, he starts. Fletcher Cox, he has 6 sacks, but that's, like I said, he was having a decent season. That's from the other team, the Broncos that he came from. Uche doing well. Hurst, Peppers. I mean, Peppers is our best player, man. And Christian Gonzalez is doing very well. We gotta get Woolen his first interception. It's crazy. Do you want to see how it compares to the rest of the league? Passing wise, Patrick Mahomes leads Stafford. So, I mean, he's down around. He's better than Goff. Goff has 10 interceptions. But completion percentage really needs to come up for Drake Maye. Oh yeah, Drake Maye's a superstar, by the way. He just came out of his hidden development. So there you go. We're 13th in points scored, but that counts as defense. 18th in points allowed. That's coming up. Offense is still mid-pack. But we're 19th in overall defense. We were like the worst before that scheme change. So we are really coming up in the world there of defense and offense, especially defense. Sorry, I lost my train of thought here. All right. What else would we need to talk about? Do we have any injuries? Like, doesn't matter. No, pretty healthy here. All right, let's wrap this up here. They're 81 overall offense, 83 overall defense. You know, we're one of the more defensive leaning teams, and I think we're just going to get better with the scheme change. But what do you want us to see us do? We gave up a first, but we're going to need, I think, another running back potentially. I don't know if we can build up Stevenson's, or he's even worth building up. So do we bring back Stevenson, even just for depth? Who do you want to see us go after? What's a wide receiver we can go after and attain? I really think we need a number 2. I don't like Douglas starting. He's too small, but I like him in the slot. So we'll see. We're gonna see what we can go out and get for Drake Maye. He needs another weapon, and actually, I think he needs 2. He needs a better running back, and definitely a number 1 goal for us is a better wide receiver. So those are the needs. Tell me if there's anything else you want to see. What's a playbook you think you'd like us to run? Like I said, right now we're using the Jaguars. I didn't think Jaguars was good, and then they had a tremendous start, going 3-0, and Trevor Lawrence is one of the best quarterbacks in the league. So we'll see what happens. Maybe Drake Maye plays better now that he's unlocked his development, and we got some abilities on him. We'll see. If I have to change anything, I will. But yeah, Drake, we gotta get Drake Maye going. I mean, as good as his defense is playing, if his offense plays just a little bit better, we're gonna dominate teams. Maybe we'd like not even wait for a 3-game losing streak, or anything like that. Maybe we try to switch back to more of a power run type of offense to see how that works. But I'm gonna give it 1 game here and assess game. Actually, I'm gonna just assess game to game, and if our offense drops to a certain level, then we'll have to make a change. But tell me what you guys think. Who do you want us to go after? Who's someone you'd like to see on the Patriots? Who's your favorite Patriot? I hope, if you're a Patriot fan, get interactive with this video and uh, like and subscribe. See how the Patriots do in their rebuild here. Uh, let's watch Drake Maye evolve into hopefully the next Tom Brady. All right, guys. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.